Well, it takes a bit of luck and a whole lot of charm for a Hollywood reporter to extract juicy confessions from celebrities. Our next guest is an Aussie journalist living in Los Angeles. With her quirky interviewing style, she can cut through the gloss and the PR spin, and she's here to dish the dirt on her best and worst celeb interviews. She's Alicia Malone!
Funny being on this side.
I know, it's nice to have you here.
Hi, nice to see you all.
Welcome
Good.
home.
I love watching all your stuff and the way you hug people.
Yeah, well, that started because I have a huge crush on Jake Gyllenhaal, which we'll say a bit later, but I decided maybe I'd just ask for a hug at the end of an interview, and he said yes, so then I decided to do it for everyone. And everybody says yes. No, and the thing that I love...
That's not my experience at all.
Now, before we get into all of this awesome stuff, we just want to really touch on quickly Kate Moss. She's in Playboy, celebrating 60 years. We've got some photos. Are they a bit racy? That's all right.
Yeah, they're nice. I think she looks fantastic. She's 39 years old and she doesn't look like she's aged a day. I mean, she's beautiful, and I love the rabbit motif they've gone with.
It's all that cocaine that kept her so young.
Not good thing to say.
Excellent anti-ageing properties.
No, airbrushing. It's all airbrushing, natural beauty.
That's right. Remember, kids, don't do cocaine, do airbrushing.
Now, let's go back to the hugging. Yeah, it's the hugging thing. So it started out with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Started with Jake Gyllenhaal, and then I thought I would try it with everyone. And I especially love doing it with people who don't like human contact. Like some of the stars don't like to shake hands.
Really?
So,
Eddie Murphy.
yeah, Eddie
I've
Murphy doesn't like to
interviewed
shake
him.
hands.
Couldn't touch him.
Really?
And here
Billy
are the
Crystal.
hugs. Here are all the hugs
So
you're
I
doing.
just...
Vin Diesel,
Oh,
he's
he's
cute.
like,
That's the Rock.
They're
That's
good
the Rock.
huggers.
Oh, was it? Oh, right.
And Julia Roberts, when you gave her a hug, I would love to give her a hug.
She's so sweet and so lovely.
Has anyone ever said no?
Only Jared Leto, which you'll see in a second.
Oh.
But
Do you
he
ever-
did give me an off-camera hug.
Oh.
Yeah.
And with Jake, did you do the
That's even
inappropriate
creepier.
grab?
And with Ryan Gosling, I whispered in his ear, "I'm not letting go." And then he said I smelt nice.
Do you find that actually works for them? Because, you know, they're often sitting in these interviews and it's one after the other after the other. And
Yeah.
you're almost light relief that you kind of mix it up a bit.
Yeah, I think the Aussie accent helps as well. And if you're just a little cheeky with them, I think it relaxes them a bit.
And you're so gorgeous.
Oh, you're a stunning girl.
Red hair, beautiful lips, that whole, you know.
Hard to say no.
You're-
Who are some of the trickiest celebs you've interviewed?
Tommy Lee Jones is the scariest person I've ever met.
Really?
He's terrifying and he's notoriously difficult in interviews. Harrison Ford is very grumpy, but I found that if you are a bit cheeky with him, and he has a bit of a dirty sense of humour, so if you can bring that out, and I got a hug, a one-sided hug. He didn't encircle his arms, but he let me hug him.
So I just stood there.
Yeah,
It was like a passive hug.
he did. He said
not
he's a
awkward, is
huggy,
it?
not a hugger, so yeah, I did it anyway.
And Bradley Cooper?
Bradley Cooper on a bad day.
Oh,
so I've had him before when he's been really difficult, but it was like that with everyone. And
What do you mean by difficult?
Yeah.
like just yes or no answers,
Right.
arguing with everything I said, and I was trying my best charm and it just wasn't working.
And Jared
Isn't that
Leto.
annoying, though? Because it's like, hello, you're here to promote a movie.
Yeah, it's hard, and
Where are
they
your
don't
good
want to talk
manners?
about personal questions. So, but if they don't want to talk about the movie, it's like, what do you want to do?
I think we've got a bit of an interview that you did with Jared Leto.
Yeah,
Let's have a look at that.
Is that your thing,
that's
hugs?
my thing.
Really?
Yeah, I
How
like
did that
to
come
end
about?
on an awkward note,
I don't mind an awkward moment.
just a stare.
Awkward would just be to not hug and then just to look at you. That would be the most awkward thing that
Let's
we...
do it.
Good for you.
You're awkward.
That was...
Well played, though. Hey, what about your favourites?
My favourites, well, Hugh Jackman is the nicest guy I've ever met. And not just saying that because he's Aussie, he's fantastic all the time in interviews. I love people like Emma Stone and Jennifer Lawrence. I love the big guys like George Clooney and Tom Cruise and Tom Hanks, you really understand why they're at the top of the game. But my favourite ever was Oprah Winfrey. Oh. Not just because I couldn't believe that I was talking to Oprah. I was like, who am I? But she had such energy and warmth. It was incredible. I was number 46 of 48 interviews she did that day. And she still had so much energy, especially when I was talking about Australia.
Let's have a look.
Lovely.
We are in Australia!
Yeah, we've adopted you. It's not the Opera House, it's the Oprah House.
Oh, thank you.
We're taking you on.
I cannot wait to come back.
You've got to come back.
I will, I am. And that's not just idle talk, I'm going to.
It might be the best words I've ever said. Oprah Winfrey, can I have another hug? Best hugs in the world.
Oh, that's awesome. You know, you're so right on Hugh Jackman. I interviewed him once, and it was when he was doing Wolverine, and I said to him, look, let's just cut to the chase. Can I see your chest? And he said, I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Response.
Quick as a whip, quick as a whip. I don't know if we've got time for Alicia, but thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's getting weird.
Are you